Happy New Year. I'm not sure if you're like this, but I love to make New Year's goals. Actually, I love a challenge, and I really like to look back at my last year and see what I accomplished and if my goals are still the same as they were last year. Along with this, I love to make or find out what my word is for the year. So this on New Year's Day, I was on a walk and I was asking God, like, what is my word for the year? And the word that I came up with was rejoice. Okay, so that is a great one, and it is uplifting, and I was like, really rejoice. So I not only was it like, okay, so now I gotta find a way to be more joyful, and two, like fearful of my family who already thinks I have a lot of energy and I'm already over joyful and positive. So all that, but then I started to research all the verses in the Bible about rejoice, and it's all about, most of them are about like, rejoice in today, like lots of like, you need to do this, you need to do this, you should rejoice, you need to rejoice, look what God all did, rejoice. All these verses on rejoice, and which was all fine, and I loved it, and it was interesting, and I didn't even know there was that many verses on rejoice. But what hit me was when I went and did my devotional, this is what I came up with. Zephaniah 3:17, the Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. He will take great delight in you. He will quiet you with his love. Okay, and here's the piece that stood out. He will rejoice over you with singing. And that's when it hit me. It's like, God does want me to rejoice and, and be glad. He does want that for me. But more than anything, he wants me to know, and he wants you to know, that he's rejoicing over you and singing. And when you can really picture that and sit with that, which I'm trying to do, and that's my goal for this year, is to just remember that he's rejoicing over me. There's now no condemnation for the things I have done or the mistakes I do make. Like, he's actually rejoicing over me. So this year, my goal is to really have a better identity and a stronger maturity, emotional maturity and belief system in that God is for me, and he's rejoicing over me with singing. And I just feel like that's just going to help me also to be more joyful and rejoice in his works and what he's doing, and even in some disappointments, just knowing that he is there. So I hope that uplifts you, and just I would love for you just to sit with the idea of that, with God rejoicing over you with singing, and there's no condemnation. And I would just challenge you this year to sit with what might be your word for this year and ask God that question, and you might even be surprised of what you find. So this year, I really hope that you are challenged, and I'm just inspired to just step out a little bit and do things that I feel like God is asking me to do, even though I'm kind of fearful of doing them. And I would love for you to do that with me as well. So my question for you and for myself is, what can you not do? Like, this year you have to do it, because it's something that has been planted, a seed's been planted, maybe even a long time ago, or maybe just today, and it's like, you know what, I know that's my thing that I am being asked to do, and to step out in faith and start making progress towards that. So it's a process, not perfection. So that's my goal for you this year and for myself. I would love to hear from you and hear what your goals are. And two, I would love to just, if anybody has any ideas on topics that they want to talk about and or would like to come on and do a little interview together about questions that they have about faith or mental health, I would just invite you to reach out to me on that as well, because that's part of my challenge for this year, is to reach out more in that way and allow other people to ask curious questions and just have like brave discussions together. So please reach out to me if that's something that you're interested in doing. And two, I just invite you to just rejoice today and know that God is rejoicing over you, and sit with God and find out what your word might be for this year. All right, Happy New Year, and I look forward to connecting soon.